This big matchup. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Misses with the straight left. They exchange punches. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
Just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And they're looking in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's a counter shot. One punch could change everything in this battle. That right hook catching air. The right hook misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about winning that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get...
On to the second round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
They've got to be very wary. If you're in with a slugger, they will fight all night for fun. They'll stay in your face. They are naturally tough and strong and aggressive.
They got out of the way of that right hook. Well done with that counter shot. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Failing to score with that right hook. Heavy shots, and Nigel Benn goes down. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
What now is about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Okay, final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Winning that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown. The bell rings and we start the third. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
That cut is in a very bad place. The referee might stop it here. This fight will continue. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? His stamina is off the charts. The jab doesn't quite connect. Beautiful counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Rhodes in that last round. Look at all that blood, but he's still... There's the bell for round 4. They just gave us a great round. Let's see if they can do it again.
Good work the last round. Be smart. Don't get too braggadocious. You get turned over and walk into the shot, and that's the last thing you want.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. Good counter punching. And he scores with the counter. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice exchange here from both men. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this...
Nigel Benn down! Can you believe it? We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come to me.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will... Back into the fray here in round 5. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
He threw a punch punch and just got countered. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. This is a high-octane battle. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. He misses with that straight left. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Rhodes in that last round. That cut is going to cause some serious problems. Let's start the 6th. And we're back. What does this round have in store for us?
What a round. I'm exhausted. They must be absolutely shattered. What could you tell a man when he comes back to the corner? You need the instructions to be simple, precise. Don't befuddle them because they're just shattered.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Ryan Rose did not take that punch well, and he may go down. The referee will send him to the corner and take a look at the cut. After so much abuse, you almost hope the referee stops it here, and he does. The fight is over.
I was getting a little anxious there. It's a career-ending fight.
Well, Johnny, how do you rate the performance after this stoppage win?
A TKO, we've got to see it again. Because TKOs, they finish the story too early. It's like...